and gentlemen, we have some stuff to talk about today. The B10, next generation of this thing. I guess the successor to the B9.5. This is already old by modern standards. I don't like the chair. We're getting rid of it. So you guys probably already saw, I know you actually did, because a few of you sent it to me and were asking my opinion, my thoughts on the B10. The B10 is out, it's announced. I saw a Sportback version of the S5, a Sportback version of the A5, and some of the interior pictures and videos as well. So a lot of you guys were sharing it like this week. So this is like brand new, pretty much. Crazy what Audi is doing with these cars, the new design, the different body styles that they're adopting going into this new generation. It's interesting. The B10 does not have a coupe, which is odd. I find it a little disturbing. It's very weird. Now with the discontinuation of the TT and the R8 and the RS5 coupe, now we just have sedans through the entire Audi lineup. So my brother Carson sent me this meme that was like the new Audi lineup, and it's just like an A4, different sizes, which is kind of true. We have this new lineup with like sedans. It's very bland in my opinion. So is Audi losing its pizzazz with their design? I don't know. I want to open a discussion. Guys, leave comments below what you guys think. So back to the B10. A few of you sent me this video specifically, kind of the unboxing, if you want to call it that. Taking the cover off the B10 with this new kind of softer rear end, softer front end, a giant light bar across the back, which is interesting. I don't think it's very Audi to do. I know it's on modern Porsches. It doesn't look as aggressive in my opinion. You guys didn't seem to like kind of the softness of this big bubbly brake light on the back. So it's interesting. We were kind of looking to this with the last generation of the RS3 and like the A3, where it has this kind of rear end that looks like this. I don't know. It's weird. It grows on you, right? So when they released the F80 and the F82 M4, everybody was kind of like, ugh, this is gross. And now it's one of the cleanest looking cars, I think, in my opinion. The front end, the big kidney grill, everybody was like, whoa, I don't like that one bit. But I don't know about you, I can't speak for you, but it grew on me. Am I gonna get a B10? I don't think so. I don't think I see myself doing that. It makes sense as far as like a natural progression going from the B8, B9. I think the B9 is so good. I mean, still, this is a 2019, it's 5 years old, but it looks brand new in my opinion. The interior is still perfect, which is a perfect kind of transition into talking about the interior of the B10. So the videos that I saw, it had a big screen like every single new modern car. And then it had cloth seats for one of the, I believe it was the A5 that I saw cloth seats for. I think somebody commented or captioned, the US would not have the cloth seat option. I'm not really a big fan of the cloth seats. I think it makes it kind of cheaper. I like the leather. I like the Alcantara. So I think they're keeping that for like the S cars and whatnot. So interior's fine in my opinion. I mean, everything's just getting big screens. That's not really bothersome to me. I think it looks really good. It looks modern. But every single new car, no matter what the brand is, seems to be adopting this giant kind of panorama curved screen. So I guess it is what it is. They're getting with the times. But the one weird little quirk on these new cars that I saw was the rhombus badge. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about this red guy right here. So mine says S4 obviously, but even on the new like A5, it had the rhombus, which in my opinion should be designated to only S and RS cars. It's like one of those things. It's like slapping M badges on an M340 or M850i. And same thing with Mercedes kind of having this 45, 43, 55, 53 AMG. It's weird for the AMG badge to be on like everything. And now we got the rhombus on everything. And everybody gets a performance car. That's one of the things with the design that I have a gripe with, but it's not really that big of a deal, I guess. Performance, really quick, let's talk about that. I saw, I believe it has 367 horsepower for the new S model car. So the S4, S5, which again, I don't know what differentiates these two cars now. The S5 being a coupe previously is kind of the big thing for those. Obviously the Sportback still looks really good, but why would you get a Sportback when the S4 exists? I don't know. There's a market for it. If people want to buy them, they will. A lot of my followers have S5 Sportbacks. So from you specifically, I want to know what your thoughts are. If you have an S5 Sportback, seeing now that they have an S4 and an S5, but no coupe, I don't know. I want to know your opinions, your thoughts. It's weird to me because now the R8's not here. The TT they're getting rid of. So we just have sedans, like I already mentioned. I am not an expert in this field. I am not an expert in brand new cars coming to market, but I more so just wanted to make this video to open the conversation to you guys, see what your opinions are. Are you going to get the B10? I know a lot of my kind of followers have either like a B9 or a B9.5 because it's the same platform essentially. With the B10, it is kind of that revised, facelifted, big interior changes from the B9, B9.5. So there are a lot of changes. I want to know, are you going to get a B10? Are you going to lease a B10? What is your plan? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Opening it up to you guys because I value your opinions. I want to see what you guys have to say. So we can't talk about the B10 without talking about the predecessor B9 and B9.5. This car, in my honest opinion, is so good. I think the lines are all just perfect. Kind of in that nice little sweet spot as far as the design and exterior. The rear end of this car is my absolute favorite. I'm gonna actually pull this car out real quick just so we can get behind, so we can compare. Did just wash this yesterday, so it's looking nice and clean. But like I said, the rear end is just like unbeatable. In the Audi lineup, we've got the diffuser, which is obviously aftermarket. So obviously with the new platform coming out, there's going to be new aero development and all this aftermarket support. So we have plenty of options to choose from probably as far as exterior modifications. But so iconic with the taillights and doing what they do with the kind of sequential deal. I know the new stuff has a little new like flickering kind of light show that goes on, but I think this is just like perfect in my opinion. If we compare the rear end to the new B10, I mean, I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see the difference, but I want to know your thoughts. We'll compare the side shot as well. As you guys can see, different design with the door handles. Seems to be this new thing that every auto manufacturer is doing, kind of making them flatter. The one thing I think they're doing right is the exterior design though. I know with BMW, you guys probably saw the new M5 weighs like 17,000 pounds. So that's kind of the direction they're heading with their hybrid stuff and battery technology, but at least they're not doing that quite yet. We've still got the internal combustion with the new Audis. So obviously the e-tron GT is replacing the R8. It's kind of a weird replacement because they're not really the same car at all, but they're just switching up production. So it is what it is. So one more time, I'll say I want to invite you guys to comment your thoughts, opinions on the new B10 generation and the new design style that Audi's going with all their A4s. I am genuinely curious to see what you guys have to say. So if you want to see more of the B10 and like unveiling and whatnot, maybe I can get connected with a dealership so we can get kind of a walk around or maybe even a review. I think that would be pretty cool. Obviously, we've built the B8 platform, we've built the B9 platform, so it's appropriate that we cover the new kind of unveiling now that the B10 has been announced. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this kind of video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for the algorithm. I'm gonna be doing lots more car stuff this summer. There's a giant Cars and Coffee we're gonna go to in September at M1 Concourse. So if you guys are not familiar, like 2,500 cars go. The September 7th one is a Euro and Supercar one, so we will be there. If you guys are in the Michigan area, it's worth traveling to go to. It's a sweet event. So we'll see you there if you're going. If not, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Until next video, we'll see you.